everybody, Harold here with the second of my data cleaning videos where I clean the same data in SQL, Python Pandas data frames, and Power BI Power Query. In the first video, I showed you my data set, how to load it into SQL, Pandas, and Power Query. And then we took a first cleaning step of concatenating these. Here's the data in SQL, these first and last name columns into this full name column. Well, today we're going to take care of these nasty phone numbers. Uh, Nowadays, lots of times when you enter a phone number somewhere, it masks or does data validation or puts it in the format the person wants it. But a lot of times you'll still receive phone numbers that were handwritten somewhere and typed in just like they were handwritten. And now you've got a nasty looking list like this. Of course, some people didn't give their phone number at all, but you've got dashes, parentheses, nothing. What else? Spaces. Somebody's a slash, so on and so forth. So we want to make them all look like this, dashes. So I'm going to show you how to do that in SQL, Pandas, and Power Query. So first I'll show you in SQL. Now, first thing we want to do, I'm going to do this in a two-step process. You could probably do it with a CTE, but since I'm working on data cleaning, I'm going to add columns and drop columns as part of these processes in my videos. So here's the table with the dirty numbers, and let's comment this out for now. We could use the replace function and say select phone, so we get the original unformat nasty data, comma, and then replace phone, replace, and with replace, you take the column name, expression to be searched, the search expression. Let's just do one for now. See, single quote, dash, close quote, and what we want to replace it with. So nothing, an empty string. So quote, quote. No, I'm sorry, quote, quote. And let's give that an alias. It's cleaned phone number. And of course, from like dbo dot acme cleaning. So we want to select the phone and another column next to it, which replaces the dashes in the phone column with nothing, and names that column clean phone number. So let's execute this, and no more dashes. Still a mess. So what we do now, and I'm not going to type this all out. In fact, I had ChatGPT write the nested function for me. Oh, one question you might have is why am I taking the dash out? If I don't, when I replace it, all the dash numbers will have double dashes. So hey, look out for something like that. So like I said, you have to do a nested replace on this. So let's take this, copy it, paste it down here, and I'm going to paste in a giant replace statement. And you have to do a replace for each character and nest them. So replace, 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 replace in the phone column, dash with nothing, slash with nothing, comma with open parentheses with nothing, close parentheses with nothing, and space with nothing. Has clean phone. And we'll copy this from DBO Acme Cleaning. Now I'm going to comment this one out and run this one. So now that's looking pretty good. It's clean, strip, pin digits. Let's do this first. Now you might be saying to yourself, that's a lot of nesting, and about to ask if couldn't we do this in a list? The answer is yes and no. Some SQL versions like Postgre and Oracle have a function called translate, and you could do this and get the same result. Let me paste this in here. Select translate phone and put your characters you want to remove in a list, and then do that. That's a lot easier. Cannot do that in T-SQL, unfortunately. Uh, so now that we have done that, we're going to go ahead and alter the table and add that as a column and just leave this intermediate step in there. So I want to alter table dbo dot acme cleaning. And what I want to do is add clean phone, and we'll make that a varchar 20, and we'll run that. And then now that we've done that, we can update DBO Acme Cleaning, set clean phone equal to, and then we go up here and we take the replace function. Don't take the alias, it will kick out an error. Um, you're adding a column named clean phone, so you don't need that alias. And we'll just put that right down here. So we're going to update DBO Acme Cleaning, and we're going to set the clean phone column equal to the replace statement, and we have to say from get to the end of the line here, and control paste. So update DBO Acme Cleaning set in our replace statement. Let's run that. 20 rows affected. Let's go back up here, uncomment, run that. And now our new clean phone column appears with our 9-digit number. Now we have to take that clean phone column and reformat it with dashes using substring. So we'll say select, so we'll say substring, and what substring does is take a substring from a string, and what do we want to take it from? The expression is clean phone column and we want to start at position 1, and we want to take 3 characters. That should be the first 3 digits in our clean phone number. We want to concatenate a dash and put another concatenate plus sign. And then we want to copy this whole thing. Paste, paste. Now for the next one, we want to start at 4. No, we start at 4 and go 3. Just put a dash between the third and fourth character. And the last one, we want to start at 7 and go to 4, which is the end. And we do not need a dash or anything else. So we'll go ahead and give it an alias as formatted phone from dbo.acmecleaning. Let's try that. It should add a column with a formatted phone number. Cross your fingers. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Okay. So let's do this. Put it in the commit it to the table just like we did before. We'll copy this. We'll add formatted phone. Our chart 20 is okay. Maybe we'll have international numbers we have to do something with later that are longer. So let's do that. And let's copy our update statement. Paste it down here. Change this to formatted phone. Take this out. And we'll copy this. Not the alias, remember. And paste it here. Let's give ourselves some space. Let's take that space back out. Too much space. So update DBO cleaning set formatted phone equal to our substring, which inserts the dashes, concatenation from DBO acme cleaning. So let's run that. Let's go back to the top. Execute. And we're done. Look at that. And I'm not going to worry about the nulls, and I'm not going to worry about taking these extraneous columns out because I'm going to cover that in future videos. So let's go over to Pandas. All right. Uh, I have imported Pandas as a PD. I've also imported the regex model as RE. I'll explain that in a minute. Loaded our file. And there's the data frame with the nasty numbers. In our first lesson, we concatenated full name from first name and last name. And that column has been added, and here we are. Now we want to clean the phone numbers. So with pandas, we can use what are called regular expressions. And what they do is search through a literal string for something, basically. So we can say data frame, column, df, square brackets, phone equals data frame, df, square brackets, phone. So we're going to say the new phone is going to equal the old phone. spell. New phone equals the old phone. Because when we take the dashes out later, it's going to turn into a float. We have to cast it as type string, and it's best to just go ahead and do that now. So it'll just be a string. So as type string. And then we want to say dot string, dot replace, and then our regex. And regex allows you to say replace and give a list, noted by the square brackets, of the characters you want to remove. So minus, no punctuation, slash, the backslash s is white space or a space. I know this looks kind of weird, but this is how they do it. This is how it's done. The open and close parentheses. Yeah, I think that was all of them. We'll see in a minute. So, I think we need, yeah, that's our R closing parentheses. We do need that. Not yet, though. Let's see. So in here, we need to say what we're going to replace it with. Uh, Empty string, nothing. And to use a regular expression and make sure it knows, Python knows, you have to say regex equals true. Close your function. That's right. Let's go ahead and run that. Then we'll say df. Phone is now clean. That wasn't too painful. Now we need to insert the dashes. So we're going to use a lambda function for this. It's a little more advanced, but I'll explain to you, not too difficult. What we can do is say a lambda is just a function you make up. You can do anything. df phone equals df phone. And I messed up my square brackets. That one in, that one out. And then we're going to say dot. This is how you use a lambda. Apply parentheses lambda. We're going to call this lambda x. And what x is going to do is go down this column and make an f string, text string. These are preceded by f, open quote, curly brackets. And you just say x and what position, index. You want it after third. And then you say what you want there. And then you do the next one. That one is 3:6. What you want there, another dash. And then the end is x 6 to the end. So data frame phone equals data frame phone. Apply a lambda for every x, every value. Make that a value an x string of characters 123 456 7890. So let's run that. And df. There we go. 482-910-2756, and so on and so forth. So it did add a couple of dashes to our NANs, but we're going to get rid of those anyway, so it doesn't matter. So there you have it in Python Pandas data frames. Let's go on over to Power BI and look at it in, switch screens here, Power Query. So here's Power Query with our merged full name column and our 30 phone number data. So what we can do here is we can select the phone column, go to the Transform tab, place values, and then one by one, let's start with a dash, place it with nothing. Our dashes are gone. If I have a really long list, what I'll do is look through here for the characters I want in the filter, say OK, and pretty much take them out one by one. Let's take out open parentheses, replace with nothing. Let's take out close parentheses, replace it with nothing. And what do we have left? The slash and the space. So slash with nothing and nothing, space, which I consider nothing, but white space. Just hit the space bar one time and nothing, and there you go. So that was super easy. So now that we have it cleaned, you can format it very easily. Let's add column. We're going to say column from examples, from selection, phone number column selected. Shouldn't take more than one or two cells. We're going to say 482-910-2756. Hit enter. Not yet. Bear with me. Doesn't never take too long. 159-287-4630. Enter. Bam. There it is. They're all there. Say OK. And we're done. Custom column. With our new values. So that was pretty easy, wasn't it? As you can tell, I like Power BI the best for this one. Power BI Power Query the best for this one. So that's how you do it. The phone number cleaning in these three applications. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like it, subscribe. Join me next time, and we'll work on breaking out these addresses into 3 columns and maybe standardizing our IT and email address fields. Thanks, everybody.